With that, I will turn it over to Wassym, who is our Senior Vice President of Software Development, and we will get into the good stuff.
All right, so my name is Wassym. I have the privilege of leading the software team at Rivian. We'll have an open Q&A session today, but briefly a few things about software at Rivian and our philosophy. We build the vehicle in a way where we have an architecture which is always on, always connected. And one of the main enablers that we have is the ability to do over-the-air updates and make the vehicle better and better over time. But it's not really just about adding features. It's a way for us to change the paradigm of the relationship with customers. Have a medium where we can create that relationship with our end users, listen to feedback, and basically act on the feedback and improve the vehicle in every one of our monthly releases. And it's super exciting to take it even to the next level and not just basically send over-the-air updates to customers, but meet our customers and meet our community. Really, community is super important in the way we see things. I mean, some of you who are on Reddit know that I am there. I read pretty much every single post, especially the ones with complaints, because because this is what makes us better. And we truly believe that Rivian, it's way more than just a vehicle or a product. Rivian, it's about a philosophy. It's about a community. It's about something that we are all building together. And you are all a very important part of really helping us make a better vehicle. So I'm super excited to be here today. We'll keep this really super open. So there was a number of Q&A and questions that were submitted. I encourage you to ask more. There's no hard questions. If I can't answer it for whatever reason, confidentiality or others, I'll be super honest and I'll say why I cannot answer it. But feel free to ask any question. Feel free to challenge me today. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll let you read them and then you can discern if you want to answer them.
All right, so I'll have the ones which are difficult.
I'll pair them up for you.
First question, is dash cam going to be integrated and available? That's super easy. So dash cam, we're in the final steps of integrating and testing the feature. So a scoop for all of you. So dashcam will actually be available by end of this month. So I actually have it on my vehicle. There's an update. You will see it. There's an update for the Yeti for gear guard, which is really awesome. I mean, my daughter, by the way, is convinced that gear guard lives in the vehicle, which I think is true, right? I think with this update, you will see it. We're actually extending the capabilities of the Yeti. We're extending the capabilities of the gear guard. So I'm sure you will fall in love with it. So will truck bed camera be available when towing? Yes, it's one of the features that we are working on. Maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to answer actually why we did not have it before. The reason is really simple, which is, and I'm giving you some technical details here, the camera that we use for the bed is different than the other 4 cameras. So, and because there's regulatory limitations, if we want to use the bed camera as a backup camera, because it needs to come up under a certain time, it needs to be real time, this is why we did not release it yet. We are in the process of finalizing that implementation. It will be there by the summer. By the summer, I'll actually give you a bigger scoop. We will make a big update with everything towing. I mean, those of you who have towed with the R1T know that it's an amazing machine, basically, to tow. We will make it even better. So there will be improvements in the drivability, there will be improvements in adding trailer profiles, and then one of the key improvements as well will be related to the usage of cameras. So stay tuned this summer, we'll have really a big update related to that. Text messaging on screen notifications become available. So we are working on the integration of a text messaging solution. Thank you. and we know, and I'm sure I will get that question after the CarPlay question. Yeah, sure, of course. So we know that text messaging is really one of the important features and one of the reasons of why customers are missing CarPlay. We're working on that. I think those of you who already have an R1T and an R1S, you know that our voice assistant today is not the best. I'm being super transparent with you. So we're working also on a number of changes and updates there. So we're taking it step by step. First, improve the voice assistant experience as a whole, and then after that, we will integrate the messaging experience. So I don't want to give dates today or overpromise, but like it's something that will take us few quarters basically to get really in shape. Will it be possible to have mirror camera activate in a little window when using blinkers? Yes. And actually, I had a demo with the team for this feature 2 weeks ago. It's really awesome. We iterated on lots of designs, so we will have it on the driver display. And the team really managed to find a very clever UI design. So I'm actually super excited to have this feature. This will be one of our highlights this summer as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. What improvements are you planning for navigation? Really, the North Star for navigation is two things. One is adventure planning. We have a fantastic vehicle that basically invites and inspires people to go into lots of places where they never thought that they would navigate to. So we need to improve our navigation solution to also support adventure planning. The other aspect, which is really a core value for us as a company, is that community and that sharing. And we really want to eventually have the possibility from the screen to add information, and especially when it comes to one of the priorities as an EV owner, which is charging. So we're thinking about ways where we will have eventually an algorithm where users, so Rivian owners, would say, okay, this charger, I've been there multiple times, it's reliable, and by the way, it has great amenities, and like I love going there with my kids. Or you can leave a feedback and you give it just a 2-star out of 5, and you can say, okay, this charger, it's a hit or miss. And we're building a way where we will leverage on the live data that we get from the chargers, but then we will add a weighting for the community feedback. And that's really that's the North Star that we have for our navigation solution. And it's honestly, it's one of the reasons why we don't want just to take a straight solution from a third party and put it on the vehicle, because we will not be able to have that possibility to have that sharing of information. Next question. Can a Valet Mode be created that blocks access to the frunk, the gear tunnel, and also limits speed, so Valet drives can test the vehicle capabilities. Absolutely, we're working on that. So the idea is have a mode where we will actually offer settings and customizations for the owners so that they can limit access to storage, they can limit speed as needed. This is absolutely on the roadmap. Next question. When will we see more entertainment apps? Netflix, Apple Music, XM. Yeah, why not? So there's two parts in the question. One is the audio apps, and the other one is the video apps. So, so for video, we're working on a big upgrade of the underlying stack so that we support digital rights management. And this is what will allow us to support a variety of video streaming platforms. I can't name all of them today, but there will be multiple solutions for video streaming. I had a demo actually 3 or 4 weeks back with the team with a number of these video streaming basically platforms. I can tell you it's like it was a wow moment because the quality of the audio in the R1 is absolutely amazing, and it really shows off when you basically play video. So this is something that I'm super excited about. I think once we release it, it will take the experience of the vehicle to the next level. The second part is related to audio. So we are working on integrating more audio applications and services. Some of them I cannot mention them because it's companies who have very big confidentiality, I'd say, requirements. You mentioned XM. I'd say maybe. So,
Thank you.
and I'll leave it there. Could we expect more holiday software events like Halloween? I mean, this is like probably a question from maybe RJ wrote this. So just for the record, so I had a review with RJ a few weeks back on the roadmap, and a complete deck with lots of features, like what you asked here, Valet Mode, many of the other features. And RJ's question was around Easter eggs and holiday modes. So he's pushing me to do it. And we're absolutely working on a few ideas for holiday modes. I think Halloween was really fun. I love doing it. The team, we did it really in a super compressed time frame, but with lots of creative people. And we did it in a way where personally I was really sad when it ended. Like we created the software, and like I had a way to even cheat and change the dates, but that day when we lost the sounds and the lights, I was really sad. And I think the reason why I'm giving you here some of the inside stories. The reason why we did not make an update for Christmas was because we set the bar really high with Halloween. So going back with Christmas and having the same trick, it would not have the same impact. So we really want to have something super impactful. And don't worry, RJ is pushing me to have much better holiday modes and more Easter eggs. A lot of them are coming.
Will we ever be able to do it ourselves, like actually choose to turn it on? Because like one of the cool things I read on forum is like maybe like have an option where during the daytime it's the bird chirp, but at night it's the owl hooting. Being able to change the colors inside the cabin, all that stuff.
We're thinking about that. We're thinking about providing those customization options. Yeah.
The ambient lighting.
Yeah.